Hi, thanks for checking out our channel. This is going to be kind of a review video of this particular unit and a little bit about us and what we do. We are about 95% of what I do is repairs. I work in all these different brands and ages of electric fence boxes. I'm a repair guy by trade. That's what I do, is work on fence. I've worked on other equipment before I ever did fence charger, but I've been doing fence charger for about 17, 18 years now, off and on. Last 10 years, 12 years, been doing it pretty regularly. But I've been working on them for almost 20, and been doing other repairs on other electrical survey equipment and laser level stuff like that back 20 years ago. So I did that beforehand. So I'm a repair guy by trade. That's what I do. But last, let's see, we're almost March of 2021. Started back about December of 2020, maybe November. We've gotten in a lot. We get a lot of questions because I don't know, people think I'm an expert on this stuff. I mean, I do work on this stuff for a living. It's what I do. So people always ask me my opinion on what's good, what's bad, what would you buy if you're going to buy a new one, what would you do, stuff like that, because they want opinion from a guy that works on them. I don't typically don't sell them, but some people ask me, what would you want to get? And I said, well, I would buy Gallagher, I would buy this, or I would buy that, or don't buy this, or don't buy that because it's overpriced, or it's cheap junk, stuff like that. And every once in a while, people ask me, well, do you sell these things? I'm like, no, I don't sell them. I just work on them. Well, if you had one, I'd buy one from you. Like, well, go online or go here, local co-op or farm store, and go pick one up, but I don't sell them. My wife talked me into it. Eventually, she sat down with me and said, "Hey, you get so many calls, people asking you what would you want to buy, or what would you want to sell if you're going to sell one." I was like, "Well, if I was going to sell one, being a repair guy, I don't want to deal with the headaches of some cheap brand, and something's going to fail in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, less. I don't know." And I don't want to deal with the headaches of some cheap crap that's going to break down. I have to deal with the headaches of people being mad because I sold them a crappy product, that sort of thing. So I was like, well, from a reliability standpoint, if I want to sell something, the brand that I felt comfortable dealing with, if I was able to, was a Gallagher. Was a Gallagher brand. So from a repair reliability standpoint, I don't think you can get any better than this brand. I mean, there's a lot of brands out there. We work on all that stuff, so we see the good and the bad of everything that's out there, and we don't hardly ever get any newer Gallaghers, and they're usually 8, 10 years old if they're later version, later style, the last versions, or we get ones that are 20, 30, 40-year-old units in it for repair. We fix all them things too. So I just felt comfortable carrying or trying to carry the Gallagher brand. So that's why we chose to go with this brand over somebody else. I mean, we can probably, if we can get set up with Gallagher, we can probably get set up with any of these companies to sell their product if we wanted to. But like I said, I'm 95% repairs. I just want to work on stuff. But if you're ever in the market for a fence charger, if you want to support me and help me out, I'll happily get you a Gallagher unit, and we'll get you a good price on it. The good thing about if you bought one from us, you'll get the service after the sale. So I help you troubleshoot stuff all day long. But if you ever have a problem with the thing, they got a 3-year warranty right out of the box. You don't have to submit any kind of forms or register it online or send your paperwork in. It comes with a 3-year warranty as soon as you buy it. It's got a 30-day satisfaction guarantee on it, but after that or whatever, it's got a 3-year warranty on it. They carry lightning is part of the warranty, water damage, mishandling, drop kick by a mule, stuff like that, ran over by a tractor, stuff like that's not covered, or water damage isn't covered, but malfunctions, random failures, stuff like that can, of its own doing, that stuff can be covered, but that's so rare. Gallaghers don't have that kind of problem. Other brands, certain models and certain brands do have little issues here and there, but for the most part, Gallaghers are designed to go 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 years without no trouble at all. So that's why I felt comfortable as a repair guy, put my name out there. Someone wanted one, I want to sell them something good. So Gallagher's got little bitty units, like little garden things, M50, 60s or M120s, little things. They got big units like M800s, M1500s, M10,000s. They got some big monster units that are 100 joule units that are a couple $1,000s at least to start with, and they got little $100 chargers. They got everything in between. They got good solar units that are portable, that are really handy for portable setups for backpacking and stuff. They also make good units for gardens. And they make testers. They make insulators. They make wire. They make cattle prods, and make weigh scales and low bars and stuff like that. Then about 80% of the unit, 80% of the stuff that they have their name on, they make themselves. They don't outsource it to China. There are some things that are, and that goes for any brand. But Gallagher makes their own fence chargers and testers and everything else related to that. To these things, make it in-house. They make their own cases. They build their own transformers in-house. They assemble their own board, to build their own boards. They they do a lot of it themselves. So when if there's ever an uptick in a problem on a unit of some sort, who do they go to figure out what the problem is? They go to themselves, because they're the ones that are building the things, designing them, building them in their own factory. So they don't have to go to, Bob Smith's electronic board developer place, that builds boards for people, because they could be cutting costs somewhere over there and don't even tell Gallagher about it. And then Gallagher's putting these subpar parts in, and they're like, well, why are these boards going bad, Bob? Well, we started using cheaper capacitors, so, why'd you do that for? Well, because they were getting kind of expensive. We're trying to save some money. Well, then that goes back on the people that are putting their built boards by somebody else into their units and stuff. And Gallagher doesn't have that problem. They built all their stuff in-house, so if there's a problem, they go to themselves versus some other yahoo that's making a board for some other brand, sticking their own unit, So I just like the fact they do everything themselves, almost everything themselves. So the quality control is top notch. You can't get much better than their stuff. So this was a Gallagher M360. It's an M is in mains, or AC plug-in, 120 volt, 110 volt symbol right there. I really like this unit. This is one of their smaller mid-range units. It's a 3.6 joule stored, probably 2.5 output. So pretty basic little unit. Just has one little light that flashes on the front there. Pretty basic. They've got two more units in this category of size. They got an M560 and an M800. That's the big one of this size unit. They're all physically the same size, about the size of a catcher's mitt, maybe a little smaller, maybe oven mitt, maybe. See side of my hand, and it's about, I'm kind of careful, put my finger across there, but it's about my hand. It's a little bit bigger than my hand. So my hand's a little bit wider and spread across there, but it's a little bit longer. Pretty close size of my hand, maybe a little bit bigger. So pretty good size fence charger. Physically, it's not too big because you can, doesn't take up a lot of space in your wall. Good plastic the user make them out of. That good quality knobs. Their bolts look like they're stainless steel. So they're not made out of that composite cheapo metal that some brands use or have used in the past, where they arc and break down and crumble and fall apart. These are stainless steel, so they probably should not ever have to replace them. But if you do, they're pretty, it's pretty cheap. The cheap part to have to get. Plus, you can probably just clean them off the wire brush or something like that. But 3.6 joules. Peak voltage on it's about 8,000. It's an analog gauge, but it reads about 8,000 volts. Getting pretty darn close to 8,000. And then, see, the kind of spark it a jump. We're going to go from ground and we get really close to fence. So a nice little pop from. It's not a huge unit. It's not a small unit. So if you ever need a Gallagher unit, or you need help figuring out, hey, what would you want to buy, or what would you use in this situation, I'll help you out with that. If you want to buy one locally, then buy one locally. I'd have no quarrels with that. Support your local stores, stuff like that. But if I can beat their price and still get you a good unit, I'll definitely help you out with that. But if you'd rather pick my brain and what's good, what would you want, what would you use in this sort of fence setup, and what kind of animals are you dealing with. I'll definitely help you out with that. And then point you in the right direction of what to buy and what would be a good fit for your situation. And you can go where you please. If you'd rather buy one locally or wherever, we'll definitely not even bat an eye at that, because like I said, I'm more into repairs than I am selling somebody something, but we'll definitely sell you one if you want one. All right, well, that's it for now. So if you ever got any other questions or something, give us a call, shoot me a text. Happy to help you out. So until next time, see you later.